Yeah, salute everyone. What's going on? Knicks Real Talk pregame preview. Tim Booth versus the Spurs with Boots. Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs at the world most famous arena tonight, 7:30, Madison Square Garden. Knicks and San Antonio Spurs, man. Try to go down there and get it popping tonight, man. I hope everybody doing well. I'm glad you're here. We got a game tonight, like I said, at the world most famous arena, Knicks and Spurs. Go down there and try to win this game and get back on the win column. We took a loss the other day, in Boston, 99-75. We got pretty much shellacked down there the other day, showing hand and all that good stuff, man. But we're here to fight another day. We're going to get this thing popping. I'm going to bring my panel members in a few minutes. But we just want to get it popping tonight, man. We got to go down to the to Madison Square Garden tonight and try to get this W tonight. We need this win in the most positive way, man. We really needed to get back off that loss. We've been playing decent basketball, but we need this one right here just to get that monkey off our back from the previous game in Boston, man. We just took an L tonight. So we're going to try to go down here tonight and get it popping, man, and try to get this thing going. I'm really looking forward to the game, man. We at home cooking, and see if we can produce this W, man, and get back in the win column, like I said, man. So, like I said, I hope everybody doing well. They had a good day today, man, at work, at play, wherever you was at today, man. You had the guy had a chance to get in there and get it popping and get in here with Knicks Real Talk, man. We do get it popping. But we ready to go, man, and try to get this W tonight, man. It's going to be interesting. And like I said, man, we really need this victory tonight, man. Really do, man, just to have some feel-good story about ourselves. Because after taking the loss or the Julius Randle situation, wasn't a lot of positive energy in the air around New York right now. And so we need to get some positive energy back. We know winning cures all. And we can get that popping, man, and hopefully we be able to do this thing, man. So I'm really excited about the game tonight. I'm looking forward to the game tonight, man, and we can go ahead and try to get the W and all that good stuff, man. And I'll go down and break the injury report down, all that good stuff. Then I'm going to bring my panel members in here, man, for as of right now for the New York Knicks. Starting lineup for the New York Knicks tonight. Manuel quickly point guard. Quentin Grimes, shooting guard. R.J. Barrett, small forward. Julius Randle, power forward. And center Mitchell Robinson for the San Antonio Spurs tonight. We got Devontae Murray at point guard. We got Trey Jones. We got Lonnie Walker the third at the five. At the small forward spot, we got Keita Bates and Drop. He's at the power forward. We got Decole Poley at the center spot for them. For the New York Knicks injury report, we got Arch Basendo out ankle, Derrick Rose out ankle, Nerlens Noel game time decision, Kemba Walker game time decision, and Evan Fournier is also a game time decision. For the San Antonio Spurs, we got Zach Collins out ankle, Doug McDermott out COVID-19 protocol, Derek White out COVID-19 protocol, Keelan Johnson out COVID-19 protocol, and Devin Vessels out as well. So we got a good chance to and also they also got Thaddeus Young out and Trey Jones out COVID-19 protocols. So that's what it's going to be for the starting lineups and in the injury report, man. So and other than that, man, let me bring in my partner in crime, Shy Powers. We can get here and get it popping with me, man. Shy Powers, what's good, my brother?
Salute, Devon. Salute, chat. What's going down?
Yeah, man, we got to get it popping tonight, man. We're going to go down here and try to get this W tonight, man. Coming up to bounce back off this loss we had the other day in Boston. Pretty rough game for us, Shy Powers, man. We got to be decimated injury-wise or just say down body-wise anyway. And Boston came to play, man. They beat us by 24. Defense pretty well. We only gave up 99 points, but we had no offense. And not having Fournier and them guy there who was lighting it up the other night, I guess it showed up why we didn't have them, because we only scored 75 points. And this was a pretty much abysmal game for us. And Manuel quickly had a good game that day. RJ had, he had 19, but the shooting wasn't too good. But overall, this wasn't a good team effort the other night.
Yeah, it seemed like we really, it's funny you talk about Fournier. Sometimes we talk about him, good, better, and different. But to miss him on the game playing the Celtics, we missed his average on that game. And I think his average is around 32 to 35 points against Boston. So it was something that we missed. But, tonight's another night, another time to get up for something and, put some things into effect, man. The starting lineup is looking pretty decent, man. And I just hope we can come out with some consistency tonight and play some ball tonight, man. Hopefully we have a couple of guys back to help us, bolster the team up a little bit. But, overall, man, let's see what happens with this 9-man rotation that Tibbs be running.
Yeah, absolutely. We need all the horses on deck tonight, man. We need everybody to come out there and play. And I think they'd be up for it, knowing that they took that loss the other night after that exciting game we had before the first Boston game, the Thriller in Madison Square Garden. R.J. Barrett knocked it down to 3. But like I said, then we went to Boston, took the L. Now we got to try to rebound and get this W. Salute to the chat, man. First and foremost, Tim Smith and Fabian. Salute to you guys for coming in, man. But yeah, we got to go down here tonight and try to scrap and claw, try to get this victory, man, so we can feel good about ourselves going into the Wednesday game against the Dallas Mavericks. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. Quickly had a good game. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully he can continue to do what he's doing. He played great the other night, man. I got to give Quickly the flowers against Boston. He was probably one of the only guys that really stood out to me the other night. He was moving the ball. He was shooting the ball. He was aggressive. And that from hearing what Tibbs say he wanted to control the offense even more. So we just hope that Quickly come up tonight big for us tonight, man. And Julius Randle brush all the cobwebs off that negative stuff, man, and just go and play ball. Don't even worry about all that stuff that's in the tabloids and in the papers. We need Julius Randle just to be Julius Randle. I think if he come out the gate firing, having a good game, he won't even winning cures all. Once we get a win, you won't even hear about that stuff. You know what I mean? But we need Julius Randle to come up big tonight, man. Because if he starts thinking tonight, you know you're going to hear from them guys. And the Madison Square Garden going to be kind of crazy. So let's hope Julius Randle will have a good game and RJ Barrett can shoot a little bit more efficient tonight. Alex Burks didn't have a good game the other day. We need him to bounce back. But Shai, this is a pretty, all the games are important. It seems like every time we get on here, we talk about how important things are. But they all important, man, because we're trying to stay consistent and be able to get to the halfway point at 500. And we got 2 games in a row to do it. And I'm gonna hope that we really can get this thing popping, man. Because if we do, I think we got a good shot to get it popping, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, one thing I gotta say is I hope Randall tonight comes out and performs, man. The quicker he comes out and he performs, I guess the less he may hear it from the crowd tonight. So I hope that's the mindset he has tonight. Let me come out and perform. Let me hit some short jumpers and shoot less threes and more drives to the hole. And big ups to IQ last game, and he did play a energetic game last game that he was out there. He did some things that I didn't know if he was ready to do, but he really did look good the other night. So another star for him tonight, and let's see if he can get off and get off quickly. I like that, right?
Thanks. Yeah, absolutely, man. And I think right now he got a chance to make a name for us. So he got to take advantage of this opportunity right now with Derrick Rose down and Kemba Walker. I mean, he got to really take advantage of this opportunity. And I think so far, so good. I like the way he started the game in Boston. I hope he can continue that same pace, that same rhythm, the same flow, and get help. Now he just got to be a little bit more facilitating, get these guys involved a little bit more. But, they probably wouldn't have been that bad. They wouldn't have missed the shots like they missed the other night neither. You know what I mean? So it ain't really all on Quickly because RJ only went 7 for 21 or something of that nature. Julius didn't have a good game. Burks didn't have a good game. So maybe them guys would have shot the ball. He could have had 8 or 9 assists the other day. You know what I mean? So let's see if he can piggyback off that and get it popping. Then, like I said, the Julius Randle situation, Shah, he got to really block that out of his mind, man. Go in there tonight and just forget about all that stuff and just beat Julius Randle and play some good basketball tonight. If he wanted the Knicks fan to get back into good grace with the Knicks, he need to put up a good game tonight, and I think that'll cure it all.
Yeah, and for me, it don't really bother me what Julius Randle said to the crowd or to the hecklers that was in the seats up there and stuff like that. And it didn't really bother me that much. I've been to some games that and seen some games that even the best on the court gets booed. So I just hope tonight is one of those nights that he has a bounce back game. Get the crowd out of his head and play some decent ball, man. And that's what we really need tonight from Julius Randle, man. If he could get out there and just do some things like he's been doing, try to eliminate some of those 3-point shots and take a couple more short jumpers, some more strong drives to the hole, I think he'll be all right tonight. He gets out there tonight and gets some good assists and some good rebounds. We'll be fine. We'll be fine with the game tonight. San Antonio's got a little decimated tonight anyway. They got a lot of people out, so we're playing one of the best coaches that I've seen in modern NBA right now, and Pop plays no games, man. And I don't know what Pop does, but whatever team he got, he really makes it. He really gets it going. So let's hope that once again, Randle don't listen to the crowd. Get out there, score some good shots, make some strong moves, and grab some rebounds, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100% because just do Julius Randle thing. Just be Julius Randle. You know what I mean? Just go play your game and don't even worry about all the outside noise. That's what you have to do. And it's a learning experience for him. I mean, don't even listen. You went through it. Carmelo Anthony went through it. Derrick went through it. This ain't nothing new in New York. We got a fan base that's real passionate. You know what I mean? They when you ain't doing good, they let you know, and when you're doing good, they let you know. You know what I mean? So he just got to know how to handle it better, and I think he will. Like I said, sometimes you learn off your mistakes. Now he learned. Now he'll know how to next time he go into a press conference, he'll know that don't let your feelings and emotions get you out of your game, out of your comfort zone. And I think that's what he had to learn. He had to just be wise about that. But I'm looking forward to him having a bounce back game tonight, man. I'm looking for the whole Nick team to come to tonight at the Garden and really get it popping. I want to see RJ be a little bit more consistent tonight. Keep doing what you're doing, but be consistent. We need RJ to just be consistent and keep firing on all cylinders. He was having a good week so far, so we want to see him keep going, Sha. I want to see RJ to be a little bit more and hit them free throws, man. If he can hit the free throws tonight, be a little bit more consistent, I think he'd be all right as well tonight.
Yeah, definitely, RJ. We're gonna need a decent game from him tonight. Hopefully, maybe about the same points, but with a little better efficiency. You know, a little his field goal percentage be a little closer to 43, 45 points in the field, and maybe he could come out and hit a 3 or 5 or some 3 pointers tonight. You know, keep it simple. But the one thing that I'm hoping for him to do tonight is get some rebounds. He's going to have a hard matchup. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know who's going to be playing my boy over there in San Antonio tonight. So whoever holds this, it's only two guys on. I mean, I only see two guys on San Antonio right now that really could probably hurt us tonight. So if we play some good defense, limited the secondary unit on their team to low percentages, and keep them under wraps, we should walk out of here easily.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not only that, you got to remember they played last night. You know, they're coming off a back to back
Facts.
the Brooklyn Nets, and so we got to be able to catch these guys the way they are because they coming off a back to back, and it was pretty tough for them. You know what I mean? So I do want to see these guys play them hard tonight. Do like you say, get out there with the pace, run them up and down the floor. Just go hard tonight. Go hard or go home tonight for these guys because they're going to really need to go hard tonight. Because like you said, one thing about the Spurs having Coach Pop there, you know, he makes the best of what he got. You know, what I mean, he doesn't matter what he got on that team. He's going to make that team fight and compete. Like I said, they took Brooklyn to 121 to 119 last night. You know what I mean? So that letting you know that they're going to be ready to play, and they're going to be ready to play. We got to be ready to play with them. You know what I mean? And I think we'd be ready to play. And then, as far as I like to see another game, a better game for Mitchell Robinson as well. Mitchell Robinson need a bounce back game because, he didn't play well. None of them played well the other night to me. Like I said, except for quickly. And I just think that we got to make sure that we ready to get it popping when the things go. Salute to CT, the streets are buzzing.
Facts.
Yeah, man. And but I think Mitchell Robinson need to have a good game because right now with everything swirling out there with the Miles Turner thing, the Jeremy Grant thing, we're gonna get into that a little bit later on down in the segment. But all that swirling in the air now we got to see what these players are made of, man, because now y'all going to start, is your mind on the game or your mind on what's out there in the news about trade speculation? Because we getting close to that time now where people are going to be, they think about getting traded. They think about are they going to be here? They're not going to be here. Is their mind going to be in the game tonight? They need to be in the game nowhere else. But we need Mitchell Robinson to have a good bounce back game. And the guy, Paul, I found out right, the center from San Antonio, guy, he's aggressive. He's an aggressive young man. The young man aggressive, got energy. So Mitchell Robinson got to make sure that he will be aggressive with these guys tonight. And I think if Mitchell Robinson have an aggressive game tonight, he might be all right as well.
Yeah, one good thing tonight is I hope IQ and Randall can really hook up a little bit on some of the moves that they make. Mitch come out and set a little stronger screen so he can dip down to the hole and maybe IQ can find him and stuff like that. This guy from San Antonio tonight is going to be a little challenge for Mitch because if I'm not mistaken, I think he can shoot the outside shot. So that'll pull Mitch to the outside and see if he can contest the San Antonio's Spurs center. I'm hoping every game Mitch has a good game, man. I want Mitch to have a good game every game, man, and because this year is flying by, man, and who knows what the Knicks are going to do with him, but I just hope that for now that he could come in here and really do some things and get back to getting some block shots and stuff like that. He's doing some good rebounding, and his scoring is a little low. But if we could get IQ to act like Mitch is a little Obi-ish, if we could get him a little Obi-ish with IQ, I think he could have a good game tonight, man. And plus, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he had a pretty good game the last time that he played San Antonio. I think it was I think it was 17 or 14 points or 17 or 14 rebounds, something like that. Some numbers like that. So if he could get out there and do something like that tonight, man, Randall have a decent game tonight, and IQ control the pace of the game. I think we should be pretty good tonight, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping that he had another day to get his condition together because I think he's starting to hear all that around the Knicks sphere that people in the organization are not happy with his conditioning. They still not
Yep.
happy with the with his way of going. So Mitch need to. This is a contract year for that young man. You know what I mean? I know he want to get the bag, so he got to really take his time to get himself together, man, and really go out there. Because sometimes, like in that Boston game, I did see why Coach Tibbs kept taking him out every now and then because he was just gas. I'm like, come on, Mitch, you gotta, we want you to be here, but if the Knicks don't think that is for you, you're gonna find yourself on another team, and we hate to see that happen for somebody only making $1 million, $1.8 million.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it's a business. So come on, Mitch. I hope you have a good game tonight, man. And don't worry about all the speculation out there, and just go play. And then I think Grimes is going to be in the starting lineup from what I hear from at least the report that I have got that Quentin Grimes probably be in the starting shooting two guard tonight because Fournier not there. Oh, I hope so, man. I mean, I would love to see that. I got a feeling Burke's going to wind up being there, but I would love to see Quentin Grimes starting in for the Knicks tonight, man. Just and let Grimes let Burks come off the bench with some scoring energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I really do think we need that experience on that bench. I think we need him back there and let Grimes come in there where you got people like Julius Randle there, you got RJ there. So, you got people who can help him out there. But I do think Burks, I would like to see him come off the bench tonight and let Grimes get that start there and see how it happens. You know what I mean? But that'd be a good test for Grimes tonight. Grimes can come in and kind of get back to his groove and show what he could do. So I'm looking forward to him starting tonight if he is starting.
yeah, that would be a I think a little faster paced team right there if you include IQ and Grimes, with RJ, Mitch, and Randall. So I think that would be a strong, fast-paced team ready to get out there and grab some rebounds. And that second unit, I believe that Burks may be a better off player in that second unit. We could always end the game with Burks, but I think starting that first man, second man off the bench, coming in from all for the starters, I think he could start that role back and try to let these guys get out, let Grimes get out there and do a little something tonight. I mean, it's always if you put Grimes out there and he's messing up in the first 3 4 minutes, is the first person that's coming off the bench is going to be Burks anyway. So let's get him out there and see if he can put that solid defense out there and try to hit some of those 3 point shots that he can make.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that pretty much covered to me the starting lineup, man. So we just hope our starting lineup coming there with a lot of energy in the first quarter. They had a good first quarter against Boston, and then after that, the second half they just went away. Went somewhere else. But hopefully they come out with a strong start tonight. They got the fans behind them. We got the energy in the garden behind them. They ready to go out there and ball out today and really try to take this victory and make it happen. And like I said, so it's gonna be interesting, man. Because like I said, these next couple of weeks are gonna be really interesting in New York. We still got a couple of good games at home. We got Dallas Wednesday. So to be able to beat San Antonio and beat another Western Conference team, if we could beat the Dallas Mavericks on Tuesday, Porzingis coming to town, Luka Doncic is back. You got Tim Hardaway and them coming back. You got all these guys coming back who was former Knicks coming to the Garden. Frank Ntilikina, everybody back. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be should be a fun game there. But we need to take care of this one first. Then we'll deal with that one when they get here. But we need to bounce back in a good way tonight and get a good victory tonight, man. And the only way we're gonna do that is, if we just deal with certain keys to the game, and we can do that, man. Just go out there and play Knick basketball, And for my keys to the game, I had number one defense, free throws, rebound, turnover, 3 point percentage. We gotta cover all them bases tonight, man. Rebound especially real good, and first and foremost play our defense. That's always one of the first priorities to me. But we could play some defense to hit some free throw. We was terrible at the free throw line against Boston. It's terrible. We are really stunk up. But we rebound and limit on turnovers and shoot a good percentage from three. I think we might have a good chance to do something. But we definitely need to handle that tonight.
Yeah, one of our big things tonight is finding out who we're going to start in the second unit. Of course, we're probably going to have Obi out there, and more than likely it may be Burks out there. But are we going to implement Deuce McBride out there tonight? Is Taj going to get heavy minutes again tonight? Is Noel going to come back tonight and try to get back into the swing of things? So our second unit that has been one of our saving graces all year. a lot of the second unit now is, you know, possibly could be in the starting unit. So we have to right now it's such a hard time having D Rose out right now, man. It is so hard to have D Rose out right now because you know, with the moves that we're making and the shakeup in the starting lineup, because Fournier is not in there now, is really hitting our second unit hard. And I just hope that Tibbs can extend the rotation a little bit tonight and implement one or two more people in there, so it's closer to a 10-man rotation than 7, 8-man rotation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's something that I hope that Coach Tibbs realized that you got to play these players, man. You know, you can't
Facts.
burn these. I know you want to keep it kind of short rotate for you can keep some rhythm going. You want to make sure the continuity there. But you know, I think you need to also let these guys have some breaks. You know what I mean? Bring some of them guys in there, man, and you don't use them for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Keep them there for the 5 or 6, 7 minutes, and then switch it up. But now that you got Fournier down as well, you got a lot of these guys down. You're gonna need everybody at the table tonight. And then this is
Facts.
another game that we need. The one game to get us back for one game under 500. And you know, and I'm looking forward to them playing all them guys, man. I want to see McBride out there tonight. You know, I want to see McBride. I want to see Jericho Sims out there just to get him
That
got some energy.
I want to see Sims so bad, Divine. You don't even understand, man.
Mhm.
Because with Noel being down, Sims should be one of the main people off the bench right now in that second unit.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And like Amani said, Amani, I agree with you 100%, man. We did their defense. We need players that just hold themselves accountable. You're 100% right, bro. Start play that defense, and you will, and everything else will take care of itself. Like Pud Knight said, this is a big game tonight, man. It really is.
Right.
We don't want to go three down. We want to be one under, not three under. But we got to take advantage of them, knowing that they played last night against the Brooklyn Nets, knowing that they probably exerted a lot of energy right there. They only had to travel another borough away, but that's all right.
Hmm.
But still, they played Brooklyn last night, so let's hope we come out there and put our pedal to the metal and run. But like you said, run the pace up and down the floor to get them guys to get them legs going, man. And hopefully by the end of the night we prevail. But I'm looking forward to a good game tonight. I am looking for a good game tonight. I think we need to. Normally we've been playing, we win one, we lose one. It don't look like we in that constant. I'm going to lose two in a row. Everything. I think we got past that maybe. So I want to definitely to say we had to have a victory tonight. If we got everybody back, which, like I said, a lot of people are questionable. So that's good. It's better to be questionable than they can't play at all. You know what I mean? But whoever we got, man, we got to make Tips got to use them young guys tonight, man. Use everybody. You know what I mean? Use everybody, and I think we got a chance to do it. They decimated as well, so they got guys out. So you know, it ain't no excuse you play the man in front of you, and we just got to make sure that whoever's in front of us, we go and battle against them, go hard, 110%. Leave it all out there, and maybe we could walk away with this victory. And we got some important games in the association. We'll go over that later because I do think if we win tonight and a couple of teams lose here and there, then we win tonight. Then we made up for the game we lost the other night. You know what I mean? That's the
Facts.
key. The key to it is to just win tonight and make up for that game we lost in Boston, basically.
Yeah, big thing with this win tonight, man, and it help us get a little closer to 500, and it'll help us stay right around where we are. Tied for 10th place or moving into the ninth position. These next couple of games that we got coming up, man, that we're probably going to talk about in a little, in a little bit. Uh, every game, every time we get on the pod, man, we just every game is so critical right now because everything is so tight, man, and we just need to hold fast a couple of games, man. Trade deadline is 1 month away, man. It's like today's the 10th is exactly like 1 month away, man, and we got about 15, 16 games in between these 30 days to figure out what we're going to do with substitutions and how we're going to run this team into the second half of this season.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And on that note, like I was telling earlier, out there in the atmosphere right now, we got this speculation going on per Sham and everybody that the New York Knicks is eyeing Jeremy Grant and Mal Turner as potential trade deadline acquisition. And that's coming through Shams. And when Shams put it out there, it's legit. So you might see some movement and shaking pretty soon. I have no problem with both of them players. I have no problem with Jeremy Grant and Miles Turner whatsoever. You can bring them cats in here. That makes our defense one of the top in the league. Jeremy Grant could guard the best of them. Miles Turner could shot block against the best of them. Then you throw him in there with RJ and Randall and right now quickly. I think you got a pretty good start, a decent starting lineup right there. Until they, but then obviously we have to go after that point guard for sure that we need to go to do what we need to do. But I think that's going to be some noise out there that we gonna see how it's gonna pop. You know what I mean? And I think that's gonna be really interesting. This thing, I'm gonna see this thing here. So it's gonna get interesting, guys, in the next couple of months because this stuff gonna start swirling out here. Shot Powell's gonna be in the air.
Yeah, it's out there already, man. If you look anywhere to find anything or any type of Google or whatever, YouTube or whatever, the new thing out right now is Jeremy Grant and Miles Turner, man. And with both of those guys coming to the team, it would definitely strengthen our defense. And that would also push RJ back down to his two guard position, which I think he needs to be back at real soon. So I mean, some things out there, and we got some pieces and some trade values, and we got some first rounders and some second rounders, man. I mean, this next couple of games, like I said, man, maybe about 16, 15, 16, 17 games
Mm-hmm.
before the trade deadline, man. I would love to see both those guys here starting us off. That would be a crush starting lineup.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's achievable, and it's not like it's not out of reach neither. I think you can achieve that, and I think the Knicks can pull that off. At least that particular one. I know some other ones that might be out there, but that one right there, I think is achievable, and I think we can make it happen with the players we got, and having him, Jeremy Grant, Miles Turner, and Julius Randle with a nice front line. I like Jeremy Grant because he's probably like 6'7", 6'8". Could defend, good offense player. He wanted to go to Detroit. He left a good situation in Denver to go to Detroit to be the man. He was developing with that young team down there. And so I think now he probably got maybe a year or something left on that because he will be eligible for like a 119 extension or whatever, like almost like what Julius Randle got. And then Miles Turner be getting the extension coming up soon. So, but I think we got enough flexibility if the thing work out to keep them. If not, then you know what? We move the contract that we move. And, we don't decide to sign them back if they get shipped up with somebody else. That's fine. But I think for this year and next year, they can definitely help out the Knicks real well, man. And I think they can make us a legitimate playoff contender in there. I think with Julius Randle having him and RJ, I think Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and Jeremy Grant can do the bulk of the scoring. What we do with Fournier remains to be seen, unless he in one of these deals. But like his Fournier is almost Fournier contract is pretty much like Miles Turner's, maybe $1 million more. Fournier got 3 years, he probably got 2 years. So I will see if Indiana want to take Evan Fournier and some picks, if that's what it takes, to get Miles Turner. Unless because if you keep Fournier, then I don't what we do with RJ, between RJ and Fournier, who starts? You know what I mean? But either way it goes, if they could pull that off, that'd be amazing, though.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to, man. And I think if somehow, some way, if we get Grant and Turner, I think Fournier, we more than likely we're gonna have to find a suitor for Fournier or something like that. And I don't think it would be so bad. I don't know how the Pacers will feel about getting Fournier down there, but if they keep Sabonis there, him and Sabonis could really bond together, in that like Euro style game that they play together. And we definitely, no matter what picks we get, both of these guys, man, we're probably going to give up a first round pick, and maybe some second round picks. So, the big thing for the front office is to find out if that's what they want to do. And really the big thing is to see how the team plays, man. And these next, how many games that we got in between today the 10th and February the 10th, which is the trade deadline. That's going to tell us what we really need to do with this team. And, I'm just going to sit here and ride it out and talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Park. Nice. But you know what? That's not, because see, people, they said that Indiana, they're not trying to do it like a full rebuild. You know what I mean? They're not trying to like just tear the whole thing down, but they are trying to go in a different direction. So like you said, Shop, how you brought up a great point. If you do keep Sabonis and you bring Evan Fournier over there, that to me works well for them. When you got, now can you imagine Fournier and Duarte? You know what I mean? shooting that 3 ball for them. I think that might work out well for them. So that's something that we got to keep an eye on, and see if the Pacers make that move. But that is a good move, contract wise. The only thing you add is 1 more year more than Miles Turner, and then and after that, it's whatever. So that's why I'm kind of glad the Knicks didn't give Fournier that 4th year, made it a team option that gave him 3+. You know what I mean? Because it'd be easy to move. And but man, if you, I don't know if you move, if you throw, they might want Mitch in the deal. You know what I mean? They might say, listen, give me Mitch and Fournier. You know what I mean? Right now, if we ain't gonna still Mitch for that money, he ain't gonna get what Miles Turner getting. So I see that right now from the way he playing right now. I don't know if Mitch get Miles Turner's money. So if he not, you don't have to worry about extending Mitch next year. And I love Mitch, that's my man. You know what I mean? But hey, you throw Mitch in there with Evan Fournier and get Miles Turner, maybe a pick.
That gets him.
That should get him. And then now you got the contracts like let me see, Alex Burks, Noel. They might want some of our young guys down in Detroit, but man, you still could pull off a deal for Jeremy Grant. You know what I mean? Especially what they trying to do down there. They might say, listen, I want some picks, and I want a couple of young guys. You know what I mean? But obviously you're gonna have to throw in somebody. See, you could throw in the Burks and Noel because them contracts come off the book for them, but they good veterans to have with them guys. They are good veterans to have with them. And then I think you wind up being able to get both of them and without destroying your infrastructure until you're ready to sign whoever you want to sign when their contract is up. But for the next 2 years, I'll ride with Turner, Randall, and Grant, RJ, and whoever at the point. I'll roll with that for the next couple of years. Because then after that, then you wide open. Then what I mean, now no contracts are gone. You either extend them or you don't extend them. But you freed up everything that you want to do. You free that money back up. His 18, his 20, that's $38 million. So whether you keep him or not, you freeing it up. You know what I mean? In a couple of years. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm with you, Cash Out, my brother. I would miss Mitch too, man. That's my man. But like I said, unless they could throw in Noel and make the salaries match, you can also go that route as well. But I don't think the Knicks, from where we hear the rumbles in the front office, but they not too happy with the way Mitch going. That tells me something. When you hear stuff like that, somebody's not happy. People in the organization, you know what that means. You know what that means. You know what I mean? You know what that means. So we have to see if it's going to pan out that way. But that's a good. That I hope the Knicks could pull that off for that reason, unless it's Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? Now, if you can wheel and deal some way to get Ben Simmons and still keep the flexibility, then you go do Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? But if you get Ben Simmons and Miles Turner, or Grant and Miles Turner, I'm happy with either one of them. If you could pull that off and don't mess up the infrastructure. So you're gonna have what's my man name? Excuse me, Ben Simmons for the next 4 years or whatever. But man, that's a pretty good team right there, though. I mean, man, you talking about defense. Ain't nobody messing with Ben Simmons and Miles Turner, and oh my goodness, bro. So I think it's gonna be interesting what's going on in the next couple of games, the next couple of weeks. If the noise is gonna be out there, the buzz's gonna be out there. We all gonna be looking for this team to get better because we do need to get better. And I like our team, but I still don't think we got enough talent. Even with everybody there, I don't think we got enough talent like I thought we were gonna have at the beginning of the season. I was very high on the team at the beginning of the season, shout. I figured we would come in here and do what we're going to do, but unfortunately, it didn't pan out the way it is so far. It didn't pan out anyway. But if we can't rely on these young guys to carry us through when they're not ready. So if we still got getting out of the first round aspiration and going to the second round, we're going to have to upgrade the roster because I don't think the young guys, it's not fair to put that on them this early in their season and put all that pressure on them to help carry this team to the next level when we got guys like Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and them so inconsistent, and RJ. I don't think you should put that pressure on them young guys like that. So I think we might have to make a move to get this team better if we're going to try to go further than we went last year.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot of things that's about to be bubbling up there. There's names out there like Halliburton. There's names out there like Reddish. There's still funny talks. There's still some oh my God, I forgot the guy's name from Houston. Yeah, I'll come back to his name. I mean, there's a couple of names out there that that can come here. It all depends on how we play these next games in between today and the 10th of February, and that's going to make a big difference on who goes, who we're gonna get, if we're gonna make two major medium moves, or if we're not, or if we're gonna stay pat and just wait for the off season. There's a couple of things going out there, and there's a couple of names talked about. Randall's name been out there for Ben Simmons. You got Mitch out there. You got Burks out there. You got IQ and Obi out there. Their names is out there. So you got very few and far between. You hear Fournier's name out there, but everybody else, all these other committed veterans on this team is out there. Even Knox is out there, and FYI, Knox, this is his fourth year. He's like a younger veteran in the league that doesn't get too many minutes. I mean, he's been in the league almost 4 years. He's definitely like a veteran. So there's a whole bunch of names out there that are going to be put in this pot and see who gets pulled out of that pot with that spoon.
Kevin Knox is the longest tenured Knick right now.
Yep, 4 years.
He's the longest tenured Knick on that whole team. He's been there the longest. Yeah, you're right. I think he gets dealt. I think Knox get dealt. I would be surprised if they don't deal Kevin Knox. I would really be surprised if they don't do that. There's no way I could see them just hold on to an 11 walk in the off season unless you do a sign and trade or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But here's another piece that's why I think that Detroit thing can make sense. I think Detroit would love to have a Kevin Knox.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they might. I hate to say that, like one of the things for Grant was Kevin Knox, Obi, and a first round and the 2 second rounds. You know what I mean? Will we give up that much for this guy that's going to be here? Maybe his I mean, he's still a little injured. He's on the rehab right now, but those are some of the things out for this guy here, man. Everything that's going to be traded off with any of these Knicks players right now is going to be with one of these first round picks. That Merritt first round pick and that Houston. Hornets first round pick. So, if we want to get better, man, we're gonna have to give up some stuff to get better, man. And we do have some commodity, but we don't have we don't have the quality, but we have the commodity to make things happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's two players to me that if you really need to strike somebody in a deal to get big time, to help bring in big time, you're gonna have to throw RJ Barrett in there. If you're gonna go after somebody big, then I think you might have to put RJ Barrett in the deal. You know what I mean? Because he's the one got a major upside, got one more year left on his rookie deal. He's still after this year, he's still got a year on his rookie deal. So somebody like RJ Barrett and Knox, what I mean, guys like that, people love to have them dudes. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying get rid of RJ Barrett by no means. I'm just saying if you had to throw in him to get somebody on the upper echelon of star power, you might have to throw somebody like RJ in there. All depends, but I ain't putting RJ in there for no mediocre cast neither. I mean, you're gonna literally talk about if you got to throw him in there for the Ben Simmons deal, then you might have to do it. I just don't know no other way around it. If you throw him in there for anybody that's on that all-star superstar level, I got a feeling you're going to have to cut ties with him if you're not willing to give up Julius Randle.
It's going to be some things because if you look, at how people are getting paid and stuff like that. If, for instance, if we do get these two guys, Grant and Turner, I hate to say it out loud, but we may have to think about relinquishing RJ because all three of these guys' contracts end around the same time, right around the same time, a year or so right next to each other. So what are we really going to do if I don't think we're going to have 4 players on the team with rookie minimums. Well, I can't even say rookie minimums, but RJ and RJ will have a rookie minimum of about $100 million. And these two guys coming off their contracts, to re-sign them for 2-3 years is going to be about $100 million. We got some there. The front office got some idea. I mean, got some things that they really got to look through, man. 1 year is RJ going to be signed next year? After this season, or are we going to bring these two guys in here and hold RJ to the last minute before we can let him go or let him become a free agent or something like that, unrestricted or something like that? So, man, this thing is. If you really sit and pay attention to things that's going on, man, you really can knock your head silly, So I just enjoy watching the game sometimes. You got me doing so much homework, Divine. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, hey, we back to school. I left cash out. That's a good question. Cash out. James said, "You'd rather give up Obi or quickly?" That's a good question. That's a good question,
It,
Cash.
it all it all depends on who we moving to get. And I mean, both of those guys could be matched up with you know, you could put Ob. I mean, you could put Quickly and Fournier together in a deal. You could put Quickly, Ob, and Knox in a deal. You could put Knox and you could put Knox and I mean you could put Ob and Burks in the deal. So it's so many ways that you could swing with those two guys right there, and they're wanted. Both those guys are wanted. And if I was a picking man right now, I am a picking man. I think Obi is the one that's on the out. I'm gonna say on the outs, but if someone gets traded, I think it would be Obi before IQ. IQ has come off the bench now. He started the last game. He's going to start tonight, and I think he's going to be one of the pieces that we move forward with and keep him a little longer. And if we keep Randall, Obi might be the ideal player to, you know, try to put in a package with somebody to move. You know what I mean? Because if Randall's going to be here and Obi, we see it right now, Obi's not getting as many minutes as all the fans would like. You know, Obi is the number one person to, you know, put on the not chopping block. I hate saying stuff like that because put him out there. You know, put him out there to be you know, sold, be traded. You know what I mean? He will probably be one of the high picks. You're looking for a young guy is ready to get busy, grab rebounds, and can have a little bit more minutes on the court. You're talking about Obi, especially if you're looking for a power forward or even maybe a swing three. He's not really a three, but he can be a swing three on some of these big crews around here, all four.
Mhm. Yeah, I think you know if you ask me, though we big at that, though we got a lot of guys that quickly position. I think quickly does a little bit more right now than Obi Toppin does. And you're 100% right because he playing behind Julius Randle. Long as Julius Randle here, he's never going to get the shine that he wants. He's
Right.
never going to be able to get the time, the minutes to burn. You know, and you know, no matter you're a Nick or not, once a Nick, I want to see that man prosper in the NBA. If it's not on the Knicks, it's somewhere else. But yeah, if I catch out James, if I had to go half, I got a feeling that because of Obi's, I mean not because of Amanda Quickly three ball shooting, he being a combo guard, which is pretty big in the NBA right now. Having somebody who can play certain positions, I think you might have to say it might be Manuel Quickly might be the one here, man. And even though I know Leon Rosen wanted that young man bad, but you know I just don't know how it's not panning out well with the minutes he's getting with Julius Randle. He can't get in the rhythm, can't get in the flow, you know, and it's just not a good look for Obi Toppin. You know what I mean? So I mean, you know, that's why I got a feeling, you know, coming up to the next 3 weeks, you're going to hear some things out there that might pertain to some of these guys because I just don't think that, you know, you sitting there rotting away getting 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That man better than that. So, yeah, cash out there. I might have had to lean. I lean quickly just for the reason that, you can use somebody like Quickly on your team. You know, like I said, like the situation now with guys going down, he can man that point guard spot. And he could contribute there, and he could contribute at the two guard spot until Grimes got a full year on this belt, you know, and then he ready to come back to next year being even more of a better player, Grimes than McBride. So it's interesting, Cash out. I appreciate you throwing that in there, man, because that's a good one to marinate and think about. You know, will we take one of them guys, man? But you know, it's coming along pretty soon, man. This stuff gonna start running rapid. We might as well get ahead of the curve because the noise is out there. You know, by the end of this week. It'll be the 17th. By the end of next week, it'll be the 24th. The next thing you know, we right around the corner, and people gonna start wheeling and dealing. I just want to make sure that the Knicks put themselves in a good spot to upgrade the team a little bit, so we can get in this playoff race to fight. You know what I mean? We do got a chance. Salute Jarvis, my man. Salute to you. I do think that we got a chance to still be in this thing, man, and get into the playoffs. If we make the right moves, and we get in the playoffs, it's a whole different season. You know, the playoffs is a different season. You know, so if you get in the playoffs. You don't have to worry about the pressure getting to the playoffs. Now you're there. All that pressure's off your back. Now all you can do is go in there and play. And I know they got a bad taste in their mouth with Shop Powell from the Atlanta series. And a lot of them guys was there. A lot of Knicks guys we had on this team was in that Atlanta series. And that guy that rubbed them, they got to be thinking about that thing so much, man. Man, we got shellacked. We want to show and prove to the world we better than that. So, yeah, I think we're going to be some moving and shaking. I think we're going to make a move. Which one it is, I don't know. But I got a feeling I could see that Miles Turner or Jeremy Grant thing probably coming into fruition, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, either one, either one of those acquisitions would be fantastic right now, man, because both those guys give something that we're kind of lacking. Miles Turner could come in and he's averaging about 12 points a game. He's not real high on rebounds, but he blocks shots about three a game. So I mean, he in the last couple of games, I think it was 4 to 6, 5 games, something like that. He hasn't been playing at his best, but that could just be the reason why he's on the team, knowing that he's getting a lot of talk about him moving to somewhere else. So, it's some things that's going to be out there. And Grant coming in here, moving RJ back down to the two position, and him coming out here, and with us bringing him in, that means that Fournier has to go somewhere, either to another team or to the bench. So, I mean, I don't think Grant comes off the bench. I mean, I don't think he comes in for the second unit. Fournier starts, so
Mm,
that's something to think about too. But $19 million sitting on the bench, or we try to move $19 million to somewhere where we can swap the money out at least for this year. So I mean, it's so much stuff out in the world right now talking about this thing. Is Young and the Nicholas, man. I always say that too, man. This is like the soap opera to me, man. Every day I get up, before I get ready for work and all this other stuff, I check this thing here, check this thing, check the standards, check this thing. Before I get on any one of these casts, I try to get some facts or some things that I see that are kind of factual to put out there, man. So if any of these things that I see out there, and pretty much everyone is talking about the same thing, man. Something's about to pop off, and it's about to pop off for real.
mm. Yeah, yeah. This the time of the year. This is season. This is the time of the year. And right now, with the way our team is presently constructed, we got to go. We need a little bit more talent. We just do. I mean, let's be real. We need a little bit more talent. I mean, I think we got talent, but I think we can use the upgrade in some parts of it. And obviously we always want that point guard to be that main thing that we always need a point guard in New York City. We've been lacking a true. We thought Kemba Walker could have been that guy. Not saying he can't be. Trade value for Kemba Walker. I think so. After him dropping 44, I think you go. I think you can do him just like Carmelo Anthony. Send him to a contender, get on the bench, come in there and be that spark player. He could do that for the Knicks. I mean, I don't have no problem with if maybe like Manuel quickly or somebody was starting like that and he still had a chance to come off the bench. But I don't know if I think you just got to move him. You know what I mean? Move him because you're gonna have Derrick Rose coming back. So what do you do? Do you keep Derrick Rose or you move Derrick Rose? Or do you keep Kemba Walker for Derrick Rose? One of them guys won't be here. I don't think you're going to be able to keep both of them because I just don't think that makes sense for the Knicks. You know what I mean? Both of them at the age that they are at, and with the injury history, and just the speed of the league. And Derrick Rose is Tibbs' guy. So I can't see them moving Derrick Rose. Now, and I wouldn't want them to move Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, you think been playing good ball for us, man. And Rose is like the catalyst in that second unit. You need that that savvy veteran leadership to guide you in the playoffs. And I like that. I like Derrick Rose here. I don't have no problem keeping Rose. So I do think that you move on because like Derrick Rose has been playing pretty good ball injury wise for the last couple of years. He hasn't been injured like that. He just came out with a recent ankle injury, but not because he's been playing a lot of minutes. He just got injured in the game. So I think we might have to keep Rose and move on from Kemba and put him in the deal with somebody else with Knox and them and all these guys and see what we can get here coming back to New York.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, there's so many things out there talking them. Kimba, with 2 or 3 players for Wall. That's the name I was talking about from Houston, from John Wall. There's some things out there. Kimba, this was a crazy thing, but maybe this might even be something to look at. Kimba for this Westbrook in LA, moving Kimba to LA and try to get something for Westbrook. He's still out there. He's still his name still popping a little bit, man. There's probably some other teams that take him, but I don't know if Kimba gets traded. I'm not sure if you see Kimba starting anymore. If he goes to another team, I think you'll see Kimba coming off the bench, and that's one thing in his career that he hasn't had, and he had a little bit of that this year from us. And hopefully he can be more sympathetic to it, because if they move him into trade or something like that, I don't really see anybody starting Kimba on anybody's team, at least right now. And we have him. I don't want to take nothing from him. I wish him the best. I hope his knee was he could put some bionics in it or something like that and come back, because we really need that scoring right now. He comes in and he can score the ball, and that's one thing that he's always been able to do. His defense been a little suspect almost his whole year. He could catch a charge and stuff like that, but over years his defense, but his scoring is elite. And I hope he hurry up and come back too, because we could use a couple of big games from him in the next 4, 5, 6 games down the road or something like that. There's names for everybody out there, man. I think every Nick, even Grimes, even Jokish, everybody got a trade, something committed to a trade. So let's see what happens, man. One thing that I hope is, if we move away from some players, that we could bring up this guy Samanich from the G League, and maybe he's ace in the hole right there. Maybe he might be something for our second unit to really bolster up our second unit, if we could get rid of, if we could, I hate saying get rid of, to move on from Noel. If we could move on from Noel, maybe this guy, Jokic, could be the guy that we could put into the second unit and have him running with OB and D Rose when he comes back with Burks.
Yeah, what's another thing out there in the atmosphere. Donovan Mitchell. They talking about
Yep.
He want to go to another. He want to go to a bigger market. The kid from up this way. I mean, he just signed that deal, but hey, they want to get him off his hand. We'd be glad to have him in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
For real. So
you hear everything, man. You hear the Fox rumors, you hear Halliburton rumors, you hear the guy we playing tonight, Murray rumors and stuff. There's so many rumors out there for so many, different guys. Like I said, Reddish and Turner, Levert, so many names out there that, and I hope with all these names that we have out there that we can grab a hold of at least two of these guys and try to keep us going forward, at least into a play-in, man. I'll say this and I'll say this again. If the Knicks don't at least make the play in, I wish they could do it at the AC, but if they don't at least make 10th, the 10th position this year has been a fail. And my big thing, beginning of the year, I was right there with that 50 and 50 and 33, 53 and 52 and 30. I was up there. I think the way it mapped out and how we read the way they was going to score and all that stuff, it looked like we could have a very productive year. And so far, we're slack because we haven't gelled. We haven't been all the way healthy all year. We had players out due to COVID and injuries and stuff like that. Mitch hasn't been playing a good year, man. He's getting back into shape from his broken foot. So if we could, with all of this drama that we then went through in this year, and can still make the play in, I am a happy New York Knicks. If we get knocked off in the first round, I'm going to be hurt, but I'll at least be happy that we still try to make an effort towards pushing towards the playoffs.
yeah. Hey, here's another thing on that Donovan Mitchell situation. Rudy Gobert, French, Evan Fournier, French national team. You might have to throw RJ in that deal. Let's say you go Fournier, RJ, somebody in 3 picks or whatever. You can get Donovan Mitchell in New York. You know what I mean? You might have to throw RJ in there, obviously, but you definitely can get on here because of that. That's the French connection. That's the French connection. Him and Rudy Gobert. I think Fournier could play out there in Utah. Utah probably like Orlando suburbs anyway. You know what I mean? So I mean, it ain't as busy it is out here. I think that Donovan Mitchell thing, to me, I think you got to keep an eye on that for the next couple of at least next year. That cat might be like, listen, man, I'm trying to get out of here. This is not for me. But he done got his extension too, so he locked into it. He ain't like he got to worry about trying to get his money. He got his money. You know what I mean? Now you pay Rudy Gobert $200 million. So now you got him for $200 million. You got Donovan Mitchell for like 158, 70 million, whatever his extension was, the max deal was. 2 players got you tied up for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So you might, if Donovan Mitchell feel like he want to be out there and they don't want to be there, they need to entertain some of them things, man. You can get a good package for Donovan Mitchell. And
Yeah,
I think a young R.J. Barrett, I think a Fournier, I think whoever you got to throw in there to make the money match, and get them cast 3 picks. Get them 3 picks because you're gonna have to send R.J. anyway.
Hey, you're gonna have to throw Knox in there too. Knox is a I hate to say it about Knox, but he is a throw-in pick with almost every trade that's out there. Uh, Burks and Burks, Knox, and Obi, Knox, and Knox. There's so many things that Knox is added to. So to get Mitchell here, man, whew, that would be something special to get him here, man. But to get him here, we probably will have to give up a couple of players and a couple of picks, and but I would love to have him here. He's young. He's what, 25, 24, 26, something like that. He's still young. He's still getting busy. Yeah, I'd love to see him here.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing, because even let's say if you look at Fournier for the next 3 years, then you're going to extend RJ for the next 4 years at 100 years. So between RJ and Fournier's contract, this money alone is what you be giving Donovan Mitchell anyway. You know what I mean? You got Fournier on the book for 3 years. You're gonna have RJ for 4 years. So let's say if you give RJ $20 million, him and Fournier together is almost $40 million. You know what I mean? So a deal like that is doable with some picks. You know what I mean? And sweeten the pot or whatever. But so things like that, it's gonna be interesting. We eventually. Me and we gonna do the real buzz. We're gonna have a show breaking all that down, man. We want to do a show. I want to take 10 trades that I think the Knicks can do and make sure the money matches and all that. We're just gonna throw it out there, and see how it sticks because it's that time. It's coming. It's 2022. The Knicks want to get to the playoffs, and and the good thing about it, a lot of players coming back by next week. I think the Knicks have everybody back. I think Kemba will be back. I think Fournier will be back. I think Noel will be back. So the next 5 games are gonna be important. You know what I mean? Just really see if this team can get over 500, having all our players back, and then we'll take it from there. But I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. I'm ready for it. I'm staying glued to this thing because I just think that this is gonna be one time I think the Knicks make a move. We haven't really made a big splash. The last splash we made, I don't even call it a splash. It was Derrick Rose for Derrick Rose for the Dennis Smith Jr. We really haven't really made no major trades. Because we signed Mook Morris, we signed Bobby Portis, we signed Taj and them. We traded for them. So we haven't really made a big trade in a while. That's gonna move and shake what we do up there. So I'm looking forward to see what's gonna happen going forward, man. But other than that, man, back to the game. I just wanted to get that out there because it was out there. All of them the main 2 things right there was the Donovan Mitchell thing and Jeremy Grant and Miles Turner. I want to get that out there. But for our game, man, tonight we got to go down to Madison Square Garden tonight and play some defense, some rebounding, some 3-point shooting, good percentage, shoot the free throws real well, limit the turnovers, and I think we can walk out of MSG with a W tonight, Shop Howard, and we get one game back under 500.
Yeah, facts, man. Limit these guys to 1 shot. You know what I mean? Grab some rebounds. This San Antonio team is a good rebounding team. They're also a very good assist team. They are very good, man. Pop has them guys passing the ball. This is another reason why you see Murray always high assist games, man. He's 7-8 points assists. I mean, 7 to 8 assists a night. So we got to get out there and stop them from making shots, man. And when they shoot the ball, we got to grab those rebounds and push the ball, man, and run some pace, man. All those things that we've been talking about, from the beginning of the season, these are some of the same things that we're still talking about, almost 40 games into the season. So, I mean, I just hope these guys got their head on. They know what they're getting ready to go through. They see the games that they're getting ready to go up to, and they just got to step up and play these games accordingly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. And then just like I said, we said earlier, and go there, we'll see what's going on around the league and what's important to us tonight. If you look at the NBA scores and what's going on tonight in the league, Shaw, we got some pretty interesting games right now. You look at on the Dodgers tonight, I think the biggest game for us is going to be the Bucks and the Hornets. I mean, obviously the Indiana Pacers and the Celtics game is going to be pretty. I think the Celtics might can win that one though at home. but unless Miles Turner, unless they got guys back, you know what I mean. Sabonis is a handful for Al Horford, Robert Williams, and now obviously Miles Turner going to be an interesting matchup. So let's see who they got back. But then that, like I said, that Cavaliers and Kings game. See, even the Cavaliers, see how hot they started, and even though the Kings are sticking up the joint, man, you look at where the Cavs was at and where they at now.
Mm-hmm.
They literally right now in the standings, Cavaliers 18 games. They done lost, and we lost 21. They lose tonight. We only 2 games and lost count behind.
Mm-hmm.
By the time this thing go, I mean, we probably be where they at if we catch a winning streak. You know what I mean, Hornets play tonight. Let's say they lose to the Bucks tonight, then they 20 games. So we still right there, man. We in this group right here. I'm looking at this group right here. You know what I mean? For right now, this group right here. Obviously the Bucks gonna get where they got to go, but the Sixers. Let's just say you throw all these top 5 guys remain, but that's 6th, 7th, 8th. Them spots is ours for the grab. We there for the grabs for real.
Even 5th place, man. 5th place right now, man. I mean, with 3 games out of 5th place, man. A good little run and a couple of losses from these other teams, man. And in 16 games, I don't even want to say in 5 games, man. Two losses in some of these guys' columns and 2 wins from the Knicks, and we were right back up there into 7th, 8th, close to 5th, 6th spot, man. We just need to get on a run, man. We need to win right now, man. This next, like I keep saying, this 15, 16, 17 games, man, is going to really determine what we're really going to do for the rest of the year. And the next, from here to February 10th, between the trade deadline, after I think it's January something, man, we need to really get busy, man. We need, like Cash Out said, we need a good 5-6 game winning streak, man. And we'll come on every night and we'll be talking real big about the Knicks instead of wondering who we're going to trade for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think this is huge. It's a huge thing for us coming up, and I think we got to take advantage of it and get back to playing some Knicks basketball and see if we can get this thing popping, because I really think it's huge for us. We need this thing in the worst way, just to keep trying to get some momentum back up in New York. It starts with a good win, a good win to cure all, and I think that's what we need to do. We just need to get a good win under our belt, and that starts tonight. And we can get that good win, then I think we'll be fine. But let's see how this thing goes, Shot Powell, and then see if we can capitalize off this thing and get back to it, man. Because we do need, in the worst way, to get back to 500. I think we can get back to the next 2 games. If we can get these next 2 games, San Antonio and Dallas Mavericks, we 500. I mean, all we got to do is get these next 2 games. We got to find a way to get down there and get gritty and get down to it, man. And let's try to get New York and get this W. And if I think we pull that off, it'll be something amazing. It'll be amazing. We back at 500, and then we could take it from there. And I think if you look at it on the doctrine after that, Shop House, real quick, let's go through the Knicks schedule for the next certain amount of games, and you will see right as of right now. Excuse me about that. I think we can catapult ourselves forward if we take advantage of the situation, because we got the Dallas Mavericks up next, and then after that we roll into Dallas Wednesday and Friday. We got the Hawks. We be in Atlanta on Saturday. So after Wednesday we off Thursday and Friday. Then we'll be in Atlanta on the 15th of June. That's why it's important to get these next 2 games to be at 500, because you never know how that game in Atlanta will go. But and then we had to drop one there. And then moving forward, then we got the Hornets. That's what I mean. Now next Monday, that's a big game for us. The Hornets in New York. The Hornets in New York. That's a big game for the Knicks, because we lost to them down in Charlotte. I was there. We lost to them that night. So we can pull that off. Man, that'll be special. Then that next day, that's a back-to-back. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Garden. And, Charlotte plays the Celtics. You know what I mean? Nets got the Wizards. I mean, this is unbelievable. The Cavaliers got the Bulls. So we got a chance to get up in this thing, man. And the next day, the Heat play the Raptors. So it's like everybody playing each other, man. Sixers and Wizards. You know what I mean? It's like, man, Bucks and the Hawks on Monday. So we got to go in there and get these 2 Ws. Cash out says Burks and Foreign.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so he going back to the bench with IQ tonight. I appreciate that, Cash out, for real. Hey, you know what I mean? Next man up. Do what you got to do. I think he's, like I said, I always tell everybody, it's like he's rolling with that experience. So for some reason, Ted's one of the guys who he could trust in and got that experience. But I like the IQ game the other night. I thought that was pretty impressive, man. So I wish he would have been able to play tonight. I see, to me, you know, he did say one thing. He said that the offense is not where it need to be because he said the defense is fine.
Thanks.
He said the offense is not there. But my concern with that right there is who's the distributor? Who's going to be the distributor?
Right now, yeah, with Fournier and Burks, right? Yeah.
They all shooters, man. They first. They score first players. So they unless Burks going to find a way to reach in there and start getting some assists, then you're going to wind up being Julius Randle, unless they're going to have RJ, which I think RJ can play make if he get more in tune to it. So but he looked like he's sending out his best tonight. You know, so he's going to see how he's going to get it popping.
Yeah. You know, I don't even know what to say. I think I don't know, man. I know why we started IQ the last game, and I kind of understand why he's putting IQ back into the second unit, because with him coming into the first unit the other day, he looked good with the starting unit. He scored some good shots. The starters really didn't play as well after the second quarter, but our second unit went from 9 players to like 7. We didn't see no play from nobody else. No Obi really, no Deuce really, no Sims really. So putting IQ back into the second unit, I kind of understand that, because we're going to need somebody to really play with Obi, and him and Obi has a real good connection. So, you know, I guess we'll see. We'll see in the second unit what we've seen in something similar to what we've seen in the summer league. So, I mean, you know, we'll see what happens, man. I mean, I'm on the fence, man. I think I would rather see Burks coming off in the second unit and IQ starting tonight, just because we need to push the pace a little bit more, man. And with Burks, Fournier, and Randall in the starting unit, we don't have, the only person that we could depend on for assists is Randall. And the one thing that we hate about Randall is he always has the ball in his hand. So where we at right now? We're in this big quagmire right now. So let's see what happens, man. I'm happy with Burks being out there, but I think I would have liked to see IQ come out there one more game and you know, see what he could have did with 3. I think this is actually his 3rd game. I think he started 1 game. I don't know if it was this year, but I think I seen somewhere that he started before. So the last game that yesterday, day 4 game that he played, that was his second starting, second time as a starter. So I would like to see him out there today as the 3rd time as being a starter, to see what he could produce out there tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you got to have some type of veteran in that second unit, because you know all them young guys. That's a lot of young energy up there. I think
right.
I like IQ in the starting unit, because he's you know, you can mix up the veterans and the youth, mix it up, instead of having all the veterans at the beginning in the starting lineup and all the guys on the bench. I don't think that. I think you need to have youth and experience in the lineup together. That way the youth don't have all the pressure on them. But we'll see how it goes. I guess that's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to roll with. But I'm looking forward to the game tonight, everybody. And, you know, tip off in about another 20, 22 minutes or whatever. Y'all make sure y'all go to refreshment, get all your, you know, your nourishments and everything, and get everything you need and enjoy the game. You know, Knicks in San Antonio, 7:30, world most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. You know, we got to go in there and get this W, man. We need the W in the worst way. That way we don't want to go 3 games under 500. I just don't think it makes sense right now. So hopefully we can go out there tonight and produce, you know, and get this W, man, and get back to 1 game there. And I think we can get it popping. I'm confident we can go in there and play some good Knicks basketball tonight and come out with a victory. And then we look forward to Wednesday against the Dallas Mavericks, Chop House. So I'm looking forward to the game tonight, and about another half hour. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, like I said, man, we need to get out there with some pace, man, grab some rebounds, man, and defend these guys. This game shouldn't be I don't want to say a easy game, but this game shouldn't be so hard. These guys are probably only got like 8 players, 9 players. They have about 6 or 7, 5, 6, 7 players out tonight. And if we can just get a hold of Murray and not have him go off tonight, and there's another guy on there, I can't remember his name right now. If we can hold him down to under 22 points tonight, he can have 22 points. The field goal percentage is what makes a real difference for me with these guys, man. Let them shoot some 9 for 21 or something like that, or 7 or 22, or some big field goal number. I mean, bad shots, and we can win this ball, man. Bad shots mean that we're grabbing rebounds. Grabbing rebounds meaning we're pushing the ball, and we can run some pace, man.
Yeah, real talk. Absolutely, man. Well, we're gonna get ready for the game, man. Let's get it popping, man. Let's go down here and try to get this W. We need it. Like I said, we need to get this W tonight. It'll be a really good bounce back game for us, man. And I think we can achieve that. I don't think they got White tonight. So Derek White might not be there. So that might be. He might not be there, so that might be an advantage to us in a sense. I don't know. I don't think Vassel's out. A lot of guys out. And Killen Johnson, I think a lot of them guys is out. So, but we had them out too, man. So that's what happened to us in Boston the other day. We was out so many guys, we just couldn't handle it. But they played last night against the New York Nets, the Brooklyn Nets. I meant to say, excuse me. And so we got to try to get these guys on the back-to-back. Shaw Powell, Divine, man. We gonna D-Rod, salute to you for coming in, man. And all you guys. But let's get ready to get it popping.
What's your score, Divine? What's your score, Divine?
Score tonight gonna be Knicks 105, San Antonio 97.
Damn, you right there with me, man. I said Knicks 94, San Antonio 98. So we right there. We right there. All right.
I think we tried. I think we got some. If we got Fournier back tonight, I think we score a little more. I think RJ can have a good game tonight. I don't think they win defenders is better than the Boston Celtics win defenders.
Right, exactly.
So I think I'm hoping that that we come out with a little bit more energy and play a little bully ball down there and just get it popping. So I'm gonna go 105. But I said 98, 105, 90, 97. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you said.
Fabian got 107.93. That 14 point. That looked good to me. I think we really could do that. And I really think we can. Yanni Yokomo, salute to you, my man. Yanni, appreciate you coming in. I mean, I give you guys another 5 minutes, man. It ain't fair. I know y'all just got here, man. So we'll keep it popping for a minute. I ain't in a rush, whatever. But yeah, man, we just go and get it tonight. I like that score right there because I had 105, 108. And I think because they are decimated and they played last night, I do think we got a good chance to get them cats on some tired legs. We got a chance to get them on some tired legs. If our offense explode tonight, then it might be higher than that. But right now I'm gonna stick to the 107. I think our defense comes up big tonight for us. I really do. They've been playing good like I said, against Boston. They only gave up 99 the other night. The night before that, they didn't give up 100. They've been playing some good defense that our offense just haven't been clicking. Fabian said Randall scoring 30 plus.
He need to tonight.
Yeah, he need to. I think he needs to get them off his back, Fabian. I think he needs to do that. Come out huge. Randall need to have a huge game. I know he got to get in the back of his mind. You know what I mean? I really do. Back of the mind. D Cool, salute my brother. Because y'all just got in, I'm gonna hang out a little longer, man. But because y'all just got in here, I have no problem with it. Yeah, I think he could come in here pretty big tonight. I want to see RJ have a big game tonight. At least from a percentage wise, a good field goal percentage. Tap the paint like he's been doing, taking the ball downhill. But I do think we can get it. D-Rod said, I don't know who we are, so I'll say win. I understand that, D-Rod. That's real talk right there. Sometimes we one minute we this team, 1 minute we that team. But
facts.
But right now we need to just be the gritty city committee defense type of ball play and let everything else dictate. I think they come up tonight big though.
Yeah.
Tonight big.
Yeah, we just need some people to come out tonight. We don't need 30 points tonight from Randall will be awesome. And I think that will help silence the crowd, or at least the naysayers out there that are talking all of this and that about Randall. I mean, like, once again, I don't care what he said the other night to the crowd, because I done seen Patrick Ewing do it to the crowd too. So who are y'all? I mean, you could boo. But that's what I understand everything about a fan because I am one, and I understand when we're not doing good, we really get down on our crew. And have I ever booed at a loss? Yes, I booed at a loss when we played the Pacers and Reggie Miller killed us. So what I mean, that last 3 second, 3 point something seconds where he came down and hit those two, I booed. I booed so much that my throat was sore. So I understand how the Knicks fans feel. But on the other hand, there's no need to be down on one of our players that's our player. I mean, he's not going nowhere no time soon. At least maybe not this year anyway. So we got to ride with what we got and be hopeful for everything we got. We boo on him and put him down and throw him under the bus. How you think he's going to come out and perform? You think he's really going to want to come out and really perform for a team where the crowd is against him and stuff like that? So I mean, for the play of his game and what he's been doing this last year, yeah, he's nothing like he was last year. But soon can change, man. 5, 6, 7 games soon can change, man. 25 points for Julius Randle. He's a double knockdown guy, man. He gets in there and he grabs some rebounds and you can score some points. So I'm not going down. I'll ride the ship with him down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's it makes it bad. He putting up that and not so good season, but and sometimes I wonder if it's because of the team that we constructed around him.
Facts.
I mean, it had a lot to me. Julius Randle's number this year got a lot to do with this year. Last year, he knew what Alpha Payton wasn't taking no shots from him. Reggie Bullock wasn't taking no shot from him. This year, Evan Fournier taking shots.
Facts.
Walker was taking shots.
Facts.
So he wasn't going to score as much as he was last year because the guys that they brought in were scorers. We got to remember that too, guys, that the reason why Julius Randle might not be scoring 24 and 25 because Fournier is here. He's a scorer. Kevin Walker came here. He's a scorer. He's not Alpha Payton. He's going to take more shots. And Evan Fournier going to take more shots. I wasn't expecting Randle to put up 25, 24 again because I just knew that when you brought them guys in here, there's too many guys who need the basketball. Too many guys need the basketball. I figured his numbers might at least stay the same or might go up a couple points down because he wanted to get the team involved and wanted to get them guys involved. But you know what? I think Julius Randle laid the Knicks all that. Just go get it, bro. Just go get it, Shaq. Because we need them to cut. If Randle come out tonight with 25 and 10, I'm happy.
Facts.
24 and 10. Get over 20 points. Hopefully RJ got 17, 18. Fournier can get at least 15 or whatever. We need our offense to get rolling. And maybe Brooks had the back game.
I wouldn't even be so down if he scored 20 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 or 9 assists. I'd be real happy with that because he's getting everybody into the game. With 9 assists, that means everybody is hitting tonight because that's one thing that he has not had a consistency from his teammates of hitting the ball. Because last year Randle was a triple threat last year, and this year he's lower in percentage of his assists because people are not making the shots. So let's hope that he could come out tonight and facilitate the ball, and we can hit some shots tonight. Hit some shots and make it so much easier for us to go down and set up our defense. And if we grab rebounds, we get a chance to get out and run or get down and set up, and so we can make some backs. Big thing tonight, man, is pushing that pace, man, and grabbing rebounds is a must tonight, man. We got to limit these guys to one shot, grab the rebound, and get out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Another person I'm looking for tonight, we got to see another bounce back game from Obi Toppin.
Yeah,
we got to get. He was playing some good ball before this the Julius Randle thing happened and all that stuff, man. And then he came back. He had a good game in Toronto. He was playing good at the guard. His energy was there. The last couple of games has been. I'm like, wow. Sometimes you wonder the kid get frustrated because he getting snatched all the time, like last year. See, like these last couple of games made me think of the Obi of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it feels like. It feels like he going back to the Obi of the last year, or last season anyway, just due to the fact that Randle is in there balling out and he got to go in there and sit. They got so that's what's so disappointing about the thing with me for Obi is that I know this young man got in, but you can't get it popping unless you're getting time. You can't get in a rhythm unless you got enough time to get into a rhythm. So let's see if it's a change for him, man. Because if not, I got a feeling, kid, that's going to cause the problem in New York. There's no way Obi Toppin going to want to sit on that bench behind Julius Randle next year. I don't think that's going to happen.
Facts.
I think he might say, man, send me somewhere where I got a chance to shine. I don't care if it's a younger team.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play basketball and show people what I'm made of. So that's going to be interesting to see, man, between here and the trading deadline and moving into next year. What do the Knicks do with Obi Toppin?
And it's a big thing, man. I never like to talk about Tibbs because he is a winning coach. He wants to win every time he gets out there. But in these last couple of games, we had some wins, we had some losses, but sometimes, man, I noticed Tibbs likes to set uh put people in at certain minutes of the game. And if he can just change it up, I don't think Randall needs to have 39 minutes a game. I don't think RJ needs to have 38, 34 minutes a game. When Kimber was in there 44 minutes a game, the other night, IQ 44 minutes a game, that's a lot of minutes, man. And if he could just supplement some of these minutes with some of these guys, you ain't got to leave him in 4, 5, 6 minutes, even if you get him in there and blow him 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes to a foul call, or it's time to substitute somebody on a turnover or something. Let's get that happening because I'll talk about it later when we talk about it later, man. But Tibbs to me, I believe it's because of who he has on the team and why his rotation is so short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. But I think time will tell with Tibbs. Like I said, Tibbs fight for something, man. See, it's not only the players' line is on the line, him too. To see turn out the way it might be, what they gonna think about Tibbs. You already know. You got to half the fan base like him, half don't. Half think he's good, half don't think they want him here. So let the season don't go the right way. Then now you're gonna start hearing Tibbs rumbling. So the nature of the business, that's what happens. I mean, you go from coach of the year to we don't want you. I don't get all that, but that's just the way some fans feel about it. I mean, I'm like, man, so, but like D. Ross said, the Randall thing, just limit the don't get turnovers. That's what D. Ross. If Randall start making them bonehead mistakes tonight, that's not going to be a good look for him tonight. If he starts turning the ball over and he's making shots, man, the sky gonna be falling, bro.
No, man.
It's gonna be falling. That's what I'm gonna put up there. Fan reaction towards Julius Randle. If that boy don't go out there tonight, that young man, and put his best foot forward tonight, you might start hearing it. You might start hearing the birds chirp. You know what I mean? So I hope he go out there and have a great official game. And like I said, I think he will, man. I think Julius. He had 2 days to see. Because you think about it, the night it happened, you hear about it the next day, it's in your ear, and the next day you got to play against Boston that same day. But at least he had another day to let it circumvent and just talk about it, get it out your mind. He was off yesterday, he didn't have to deal with it, but now you back on the court tonight, so he's gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean? But Knicks fans, listen, you do good, it's all forgotten. But if you stink up the joint, though, it's not gonna be a good look tonight. So hoping that Chop House, he just come out there and ball out for the sake of the team and for the sake of yourself, just to get the winning cures all. We win tonight, you're not going to hear no more Julius Randle talk about that situation. I guarantee you that.
Facts.
If you win that game tonight, you won't hear none of that thumbs down stuff because winning cures everything. Because we won't be talking about that. We'll be talking about we won the game.
Yeah, like you were saying, Devon, man, he had a couple of days to get out there and woosah a little bit, rub behind his ears and try to feel better about himself, man, and get all that negativity out the air and go out there and perform tonight, man. And I'm looking forward for him to have a pretty decent game tonight, man. I'm not looking for no 30-point game, which would be nice. Like Fave said, I would love to see him 30 points. But if he get out there and 20, 21 points, 13, 14 rebounds, 7, 8, 9 assists. That's the type of game that I want to see from Julius tonight. Because with the assists up, that means that the team is making their shots when he passes to him, and that's what I want to see tonight. I want to see the other players score 17, 18 points, 16, 15 points, 13, 17 points. Stuff like that. We need the whole team to score instead of trying to hold on to one player being the big shot and everybody else that's following the lead.
Yeah. Salute, be civilized. Salute. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a fun game tonight. I think we're gonna go in there and get it popping tonight. I think we're going to Madison Square Garden and win it. Get us one game back under 500. Get ready for Chris Stapps, for KP and Luka Doncic on Wednesday. So we win tonight. That'd be a good look. We played Dallas pretty well, but they got a pretty good team down here this year. They fight for something as well. So that's going to be a pretty interesting game Wednesday, especially if we win this one. And them cats right now, the Dallas Mavericks, they right there. They number 5. They 22-18. They 5th in the East in the West. You know what I mean? And Spurs 10th. You know, and they 15-24. So we definitely got to take advantage of this one tonight. And hopefully we can do. We win tonight, and then we go in there and have a good game against Dallas. Dallas done won 6 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And the Grizzlies done won 9, so they kind of got the best winning records in the Western Conference right now, along with the Timberwolves, 20-20, 4 games in a row. So we got the Duke Western teams coming up, man. To be a good time, be a good challenge for us to beat these Western teams and come out here 500 the next 2 days, going down to Atlanta Saturday. And the good thing about Wednesday, Shop House, we beat these 2 guys, and we got Thursday off. We got Friday off. Another chance for everybody to get healthy in jail. Go down to Atlanta and try to get it popping in the ATL. Yeah, you're right about be civilized. It's all about that pace tonight, man. It really is, man. We got to set a tone and set some pace, rebound, turnovers, force some turnovers, block some shots, steal some balls, and get your horses running up and down the court. That's what it should be about tonight, man. And then hopefully our guys can score the ball. I think if Julius Randle could set the tone tonight, I think we'd be all right. If he could set the tone tonight, one way or the other, passing the ball or shooting it, set the tone on some positivity. And if Julius Randle dropped 35, I guarantee you he probably get a standing ovation walking up the floor. That's how our fan base is. You let MVP. Watch. If Julius Randle drop some jewels tonight, watch what they say to him at that charity strike tonight. That's going to show him how our fan base is. You do good, we love you. You stink up the joint, we ain't trying to hear you. You know, that's the way it go down. You know what I mean? So, but if he pop tonight, he gonna get back. They gonna get back to that MVP chant. Watch. They'll be in the garden wilding. And our fans is crazy, man. So let's hope Julius come in and get a pop. And right. You're right. He got to come out with that. What's my? Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. That's how he got to come out tonight. Come on, put the team on his back and get it popping. But yeah, man, we about to turn away from tip off. Appreciate all y'all coming in. That's why I want to stay a little longer. Make sure y'all got to get a little flavor in here, get a little shine, get your quotes in. I appreciate y'all coming in. Be still out a little late, man, but we'll see you later. Shaw Power, thank you, my brother, as always.
You're ready.
But we're going to get it, everybody. We're going to go ahead and try to get this W at the world most famous arena tonight. Knicks, San Antonio Spurs, 7:30, 3 minutes. Game start tip off about 7:40. So to everybody streaming in, appreciate y'all. D. Ross, be civilized. Jermaine, appreciate you, my brother. D. Cool, Fabian, Yanni, Moko, Troll, I guess that is. Pud, Nice, Cash Out, Jarvis, all you guys, man, salute for coming in tonight, man, and hanging out here with us. Still Knicks fans, salute to you. Let's go get it, y'all. Monty the Great from Indianapolis, salute to Monty the Great. Appreciate you coming in, Monty. Bodega Wi-Fi, salute to Bodega, my man, absolutely, my brother. Fabian again, man, let's go get it, man. We out of here, man. Y'all cats enjoy the game, and we'll see y'all later, possible, man. If not, we'll catch you on the next one. Knicks Real Talk, Shaw Powers. We out of here. Peace.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Jamendo.com